All right, news coming in this morning. Shashi Tharoor is backing Modi government once again. Tharoor puts the Congress in a spot. Now Tharoor in awe of Modi vaccine Maitri. Congress MP says vaccine diplomacy aids global leadership. India helped COVID hit poor countries. Earlier, Tharoor had lauded Prime Minister Modi on Ukraine. BJP mocked Rahul Gandhi over Shashi Tharoor. BJP says Rahul needs new set of Modi haters now. In a series of praises, this is the latest one. On vaccine diplomacy, we have Shashi Tharoor backing the Modi government once again. BJP has gone after Rahul Gandhi for the same, saying that Rahul Gandhi perhaps needs a new set of Modi haters now. Earlier, Tharoor had lauded the Modi government over the Ukraine policy. Now, Shashi Tharoor says India helped COVID hit poor countries. Vaccine diplomacy aids global leadership, says MP from the Congress party from Tiruvannamalai, Shashi Tharoor. Again putting the Congress in a spot, hailing this government's efforts while sitting in the opposition. BJP has made, in fact, this an issue with Rahul Gandhi, saying that Rahul perhaps needs a new set of Modi haters. Listen in to what Tharoor had said previously.
PM has taken a consistent position that the solution to this conflict has to come through diplomacy. In fact, you may remember his famous statement in Samarkand in front of President Putin, where he said this is not an era of war and that solutions have to be found peacefully. We do seem to be at the beginning of a peace process of some sort. First of all, the parties have to be involved. The Ukrainians will have to have a seat at the table. The European Union and the European countries in the neighborhood, which have been very actively involved in the conflict, they will demand and legitimately expect a seat at the table.
Bharatiya Janata Party's Tom Vadakkan is with us. Tom Vadakkan, how do you respond to what has now been said by Shashi Tharoor, once again praising the Modi government for our position and our policies vis-a-vis the delivery of vaccines to other countries during the peak of the pandemic?
Well, the realization is dawning slowly but positively. Because essentially, this is whatever Modi ji has done during this period, during the COVID period, and the vaccines being sent to different countries. These are steps, humanitarian steps, which ultimately is the truth that we in India are a humanitarian-based country. Our governance, our concepts, our ideology is based on a global situation where there is a problem, we are there. So that is the realization that is catching up in the and it's a good sign, because if it has been a tradition that on external affairs, on foreign affairs, there's always been a consensus. It is only recently that the current dispensation of the Congress decides to fight on every issue on foreign policy and has this tendency of sending out its leaders to demean our democracy, to demean our foreign policy. And that is also the ideology followed by the India Alliance. Now you see Mamata ji going to England and then talking about that the economic situation that we believe is going to happen, as she does not believe in it. So this kind of a situation, when people in the opposition start realizing it, that's good for the country.
Would thank you for joining in with your views. Good for the country, says the BJP, as far as the comments from Shashi Tharoor is concerned. Piyush, enough ammunition there for the BJP to criticize Rahul Gandhi. We have said, go find a new set of Modi haters. You need them.
Earlier, remember that this is not the first time when Shashi Tharoor is praising Modi government's policies. Earlier, on the Ukraine-Russia issue, also Tharoor had come out in open and he had, supported. In fact, he had praised what the Modi government is doing as far as the Ukraine-Russia crisis is concerned. Earlier, when he had criticized this, on that front, he had said that it's like egg on his face criticizing Modi government's policy on Ukraine-Russia war. Now he is coming out, Tharoor is coming out and praising Modi government's policy on dealing with the COVID pandemic and also providing vaccines to various other countries is now certainly going to irk a lot of things. Congress party will certainly not feel good about it. But yes, BJP is going to rejoice about this fact that there are Congress leaders, top Congress leaders who are now coming out and praising Modi government.
And not the first time. Shashi Tharoor has been saying this earlier, but in a way subtly dismissed reports of him joining the Bharatiya Janata Party, isn't it, Piyush?
Well, yes, he has dismissed the reports of joining Bharatiya Janata Party, but there is no double thought about it that he was of the view that he wanted to join the BJP, and that's what we have also heard from various quarters in BJP itself. They have told us that yes, Shashi Tharoor was in touch with BJP, though he has been denying this fact. But now, when he's praising Modi government, it is certainly going to stir a massive political controversy.
All right, and talk to us a little about the kind of comments that has been made in the past as well vis-a-vis Ukraine. Tell us a little more about a series of praises that have been now made by Tharoor in the recent past. Piyush.
Well, in the recent past, we mentioned about the Modi government's the way of dealing with Ukraine-Russia crisis, or about the government's stance on various things in Parliament. We have seen Tharoor coming out and somewhere saying that the manner in which opposition is behaving shouldn't have happened. Also, on this the way the government is dealing with the pandemic, there are multiple instances where Tharoor is seen praising Modi government, and this time when he has again spoken in positive manner for the Modi government, we can certainly expect BJP to come out with a message saying that now Rahul Gandhi needs to find another bunch of Modi haters, because yes, there are people from opposition political parties who are
Be with us, Piyush. I'll just connect with you in a moment from now. Congress's Rashid Alvi is also now joining us. Rashid Alvi, how big an embarrassment is this to you, to your party, given that Shashi Tharoor not once but on several occasions has praised the Modi government?
You know, it is the inner democracy in our party. I do not know what is the tweet of Shashi, but as far as COVID period is concerned, it was the worst period in the history of our country. And definitely, present government, BJP government, was responsible for that COVID period. You know, according to WHO, more than 50 lakh people were dead during that period. Dead bodies were floating in Ganga and Yamuna. No oxygen was available at all. So it was the worst kind of time, and it is only our Prime Minister and his government was responsible for this. Nobody else. So what Shashi has tweeted, I do not know about that, and I do not want to comment.
Strictly praising the Prime Minister and his policies and this government's policies.
No, he can. It may be his opinion, but you know, Modi Sahab has given a call, Thali Bajao, during COVID, laughable. So, you know, what has happened, everybody knows. All of a sudden, announcement came, lockout in the whole of country, thousands and thousands people were killed during that time. So, it was very, very difficult time, and Government of India has taken no precaution, and basically it is Modi Sahab who is responsible, because he brought President America, Donald Trump, to Ahmedabad, as I remember, and more than 1 lakh people were gathered, and only from that point this COVID was spreaded all over the country.
All right. In any case, Rashid Alvi, I'm going to thank you for joining in. The Congress, they're distancing themselves from these comments with saying that we in principle do not agree with the policies of the government during the peak of the pandemic, is what the Congress party is saying today.